looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created. These memories will show you.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve...
We never give up halfway. Well...
All right.
Wanderer, this...
Is that because...
You could say that, in a sense.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. No, there's no way. There's someone past... You're awake. Huh. Not a scratch.
This man is Katsuragi.
And the rest is history.
In the original version of events...
Let me get you out of here. Our people are near...
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as the second in command but Katsuragi had...
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Off we go!
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
It's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Whoa.
I was abandoned,
Okay. I heard my mom and he kept coughing.
but you can't.
Yup. We're family now. This child didn't... After his mother died, after leaving...
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while he was still very young.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something! You promised me we could be family! The voices have gone.
Let's keep going.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a weapon. One that could be wielded with an iron will. Or you could continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
A long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
Can't run!
Incinerate!
Time to fulfill my duty!
Looks like I went too far.
Not breaking a sweat! My work finished.
This place is dark.
In the original version of events...
Such a creepy atmosphere. Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady. Is this rundown factory and these incompetent fools all for me?
What do you have to gain from belittling you? Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss
What a sharp... Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you...
Surely you're not...
I just can't have you getting in my way.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in the... Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering. Look at you. Oh, by then, see you at the victory feast.
Poor little tongue? Forget it.
The plot does not end here.
Yes.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results and known interests. Isn't that right? Witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Motion to compel. Got you. Ha!
Confess! This body belongs
Are
to us.
you here to light it up? Let me amuse myself. The more, the merrier. Incinerate!
Adventure time!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Blink! Everybody stand back!
Motion to compel. The merrier. You really know how to get me going. Look at me. Just once more. Boom boom!
No escape.
Let's light it up!
Get moving!
Fracture!
You can't run from death.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Amorta's say
Welcome.
When do we start?
You seem impatient.
The biological transfer.
Nothing worse than what I've been through.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you. Alas, after that.
That was gracefully worded.
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scott.
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very...
It's normal for him to give you the creeps.
Let's move on.
You're a god.
If you accept that he is you,
In your eyes?
do you think there are any differences between your present self and your Whoever has tasted the joy...
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, no matter the consequences, can you return my memories?
Huh? But
I've always believed that human life as a puppet living in a human world. My life is...
Regaining your memories, are you sure you want to do?
I've lived with the void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just... But then I met you. And I finally realized that... I've always felt I have an innate so I beg you.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, you have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free.
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is... my...
Is he alright? No way! Hey! Are you done yet?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why... this won't be the end!
Balladeer?
Die. This is trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
You got any more stupid questions? Insignificant past! You're dead! Behold! Upon the gale. At my command, you shall fall! Squall and Fury! Feeble human! Follow me. Too slow. My endless cycle begins! You dare to gaze upon me? Nothing worth mentioning. Squall and Fury. Insignificant past! Behold! Feeble human! Upon the gale. Insignificant
if it can pass!
Squall and Fury!
Cry louder! Cheer!
The wind rises. Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
It disappeared.
What did you expect? I'd never...
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old... Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug about?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me. But don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing...
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's continue.
Welcome back, Traveler. Paimon. It feels like we just went on a real... You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just... After learning about everything the doctor did, I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything...
But that doesn't mean your own past...
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had. You weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see in changing the world, what you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not.
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little and...
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world... Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't...
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of... But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the...
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my...
Utility to others is what gives me worth. Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're the good guys. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fake.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in Traveler, in the future, including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And, well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a legend. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave. Some things in this world can never be. Everything that you feel is real and lasts. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can...
But humans can't live without a heart, can they?
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal.
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname
Why?
because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name...
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious name you're after...
Have you got anything? Are you sure? Oh, all right.
There. Now you have a name of your...
What about a nickname? Take your time. I don't need to see you again until everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the even though the events have been erased.
I see.
Huh?
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if... No. All right. Goodbye, wise deity. And you
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like...
Yeah, true. But even so we can finally go eat?
Thank you both. I hope...
I've got it!
You mean because everyone...
Yeah! I heard that Mikoshi Nagama, the Dark Clouds, had... Then, one night, as all these expressions of joy melted down. Life is a story too long to be told.
Off we go! Adventure time!
It's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow, good! Huh? Look at that vase. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something?
You sound lost and confused. I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. When a small animal runs into a tree like a vase that falls to the ground, whether it is broken by a cat or by...
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of no... Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. It feels wrong just leaving it there.
Benny's adventure team